Now for more on Catalonia, I'm joined by Professor Thomas Harrington. He teaches Spanish cultural history at Trinity College in the U.S. state of Connecticut. Professor, good to have you back with us again. Puigdemont is now, in Belgian custody. What reason could he have to turn himself in?
Well, I think what we're seeing here is the execution of a well-thought-out policy of internationalizing the conflict. I think one of the problems in the conflict up until this time has been the fact that most of the international press gets their news and their idea of what the conflict is from Madrid. And I think it's been very difficult for the Catalan side to get the rest of the international community to listen to it. He went to Belgium because he knew about the asylum situation there that was just mentioned, but also because it's the heart of Europe. And he wanted to be able to put on the public record before the world something that he hasn't been able to do too successfully in Spain, owing to the media situation in Spain. That is the Catalan side. And I think as we go along, we're finding that the Catalan explanation of things, this after all is a legally elected government that he heads, is beginning to be understood by the world. And so I think this is what is going on now. And I think insofar as this extradition request can be carried out, the question of what really has gone on here will begin to be explored in a detailed way that it hasn't been explored up until now.
Well, if Belgium agrees to extradite Catalonia's former president, what could that mean for the situation in Spain?
Well, what it will mean is that he will probably have to go back and face trial, which I think the way he's looking at it and the way his cause is looking at it, that will continue to put him in a favorable light. Because sooner or later people ask, what really did he do? It's one thing to be accused of something by a government that has authoritarian tendencies. It's another when people finally begin to ask the question, what did he do? And what he did was follow the mandate he was given in the September 27th, 2015 elections, and he is simply carrying that out. He was elected by a majority of the Catalans to move ahead with the movement toward independence.
Well, next month, Catalonia will have a regional election. Polls suggest that the pro-independence parties might lose a majority this time around. How should we read into that?
Well, I'm reading all sorts of different polling. There's some that say that the independentists will win and they'll fortify their majority, or others are saying they won't. A lot depends on the configuration of the party structure that comes out of deliberations this week. I believe it's Tuesday is the date where the parties have to decide how they're going to be going to the polls and in what possible coalitions they'll be going to those polls. It's very difficult to know. If they do lose in December, on the December 21st, well, it would seem that the strong-arm tactics of Spain have, in a certain sense, worked. The other possibility is that if the independentists win in December, what then? What will be the next step? Twice in a row, the Catalan people will have voted for independence, or at least the ability to have a referendum on independence. And then how will the Spanish government respond, and how will the international community respond to that?
Surely, if twice voting for independence, that should certainly complicate the situation. Professor Thomas Harrington, thank you very much.
Thank you.